What is up, Babylonians? Dan was here, and today we're going to be looking at another Worldslayer patch note. So today it's patch note Tuesday. So let's see what we are having changes to. So they've said here, so improved Tarya Gratar rewards structure, changes to the Technomancer armor sets, and bug fixes. So what do we have then? So let's scroll down. So changes to Tarya Gratar. A large number of players have been abusing an exploit which allows them to bypass all of the content and infinitely farm the final arbiter in the trial of Tarya Gratar. Rather than punish the players and reduce overall farming opportunities, we would like to realign your options to give you more choice rather than less. We are adding an extra guaranteed Apocalypse Legendary RNG drop to the following Trove areas. That's Cliffside Path, Daughter's Sanctuary, and the Arboretum. This guaranteed drop will correspond to the targeted loot option for the respective trove, so whether that be gloves, pants, helmets, etc. So troves will now also drop their intended targeted loot more often. We're reducing the Final Arbiter's Apocalypse Legendary drop rate, but the choice of legendary rewards that appears after defeating the Final Arbiter remains unaffected. And reducing the helmet drop rate for the Final Arbiter, so he'll now more likely drop gear that isn't the helmet than before. Now, let's a quick talk about that. So, adding the guaranteed legendary into each area means that we're going to see people sort of going to those areas more often. They're going to, rather than just skip through the game, they are going to actually run through each area more often to get as many legendaries as possible, Apocalypse legendaries as possible. And they are reducing the number that you do get from the Final Arbiter, but overall, so I believe they're going from 8 in total, reducing the Final Arbiter down, but because of these extra ones, it will actually be increasing it to a total of 9 across the entire Tarya Gratar run, if you do each of the troves as well. So the explanation here, so these changes will make the trove areas of the game more attractive whilst helping to ensure an overall run through of the trial becomes more rewarding than before. Here we go, so compared to before where the amount of Apocalypse Legendaries obtained from a full run was a minimum of 6. In the new system, a complete run through of all the rooms will actually guarantee a minimum of 9 Apocalypse Legendaries plus the RNG chances for others. The most efficient way of farming Legendaries should therefore shift to something much more fun and variable, rather than players feeling like they need to repeat the same fight ad infinitum. So as we said in our news before, the last one last week, they're making it so you don't do the same thing over and over and over again, just trying to kill that last boss as many times as possible. Notes: Codebase Solutions exploit would take a very long time to develop, as the only viable way of closing it probably would be to rewrite the entire save games. The entire way save games are handled while in the trials of Tarya Gratar. That's not feasible. And the current exploit is only in place because we purposely designed the retry system within the trial to be player friendly and did not want players who need to take a break, whose internet connection momentarily fails, to be punished with lost retries or be sent back to the start of the trial. So it's going to take a long time if they were to develop that, so it's not feasible. So they're putting in something in place to try and make it a lot more enticing. Let's go with enticing. To actually run through the whole thing rather than just do each bit, which is great because I think it means we are going to see the other rooms used a lot more. Now we'll move on to changes to gear. So it seems like the Technomancer has been touched the most. Let's see what they've done. So whether it's hit, or if it's actually improved, or if it's a nerf or a buff for them. So Torrential Downpour helmet. The Skill Life Leech attribute has been changed to Status Power. Upper Armor, again, has been changed to Status Power from Skilled Life Leech. And the Lower Armor has had its cooldown reduction changed to Status Power. So this is going to definitely affect the statuses on the armor are going to be more efficient. You're probably going to be dealing a lot more damage with those as well. So it's going to sort of take people who use their skills a lot more, take their fancy a bit more with that one. Grim Inventor, again, with this, it looks like it's changing all to Status Power from Skills Life Leech. So once again, same thing as well. It's going to be focusing more on affecting those enemies with status. And then Plague Sower, all pieces, the close range damage has been changed to long range. Now this is a change that probably a lot of Technomancers are probably happy to see, mainly because they don't tend to use or tend to fight in close range. They're going to be a bit too squishy to be close range. They're brilliant survival from long range just because of the pure damage that they do, so they don't take a hell of a lot of damage, and when they do, they heal on damage as well. So great survivability on them, so not great at close range, but definitely at long range. So this is going to be something that probably Songs of Rage is probably going to be happy with. Is going to probably maybe even test out the Plague Sower set a little bit more. So these changes to Technomancer armor sets will better allow these sets to synergize with the patch tree introduced in Outriders Worldslayer. Particularly the depleted core node in the Technomancer's patch tree will benefit greatly from the change towards making these gear pieces reliant on status power. These changes were intended to be part of Outriders Worldslayer launch build. They are now being implemented as previously intended. They are not a reaction to any of the balance we have observed since launch, and a full balancing pass is intended for a later patch. Now, bug fixes, not many here, to be fair. So fix a bug that could cause Ereshkigal to stop fighting during her boss battle. Fixed a couple of bugs that could cause the Arbiter to be instantly killed by their Tribute/Umbral clone if the player was using certain armor or mods in combination with Venator's Knife and the Shield Beast set. Fixed a bug that could cause the game to crash when exiting. Bug fixes to improve the technical performance. So let's just touch on the bug about the instant kill. I'm glad they've got rid of things like that, or getting rid of things like that. I didn't ever use it myself. I've never seen it used. I wouldn't know how to use it, if I'm being perfectly honest. There's probably plenty of videos out there on how to do it, but to see that it has been resolved is great to see, and hoping that they do the same for the Devastator as well. And any other bugs where you can one-hit the boss, I think, shouldn't be in there. So it's great to see those are being removed. The fixing the bug that caused the game to crash when exiting, not a big issue really, more of an annoyance having to click on something else to close after it crashes once you've exited it, but it's great to see those are being fixed as well. Well, hopefully we see the next patch with the full balancing in as well soon. Hopefully we get the notes on that fairly soon as well. But let us know what you think of this patch today. Just drop a message in the comments what you think that you want to see in the balancing patch as well. What would be good to see in there, whether it be nerf or buff, and see if people agree with you. But yeah, hopefully we see a lot more sort of buffs as a whole and less nerfs. Yep, thanks for watching. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself well. I'll see you in the next video.